Hi guys, it's Granny Tana speaking. Welcome to this FS22 mod update video. My huge yard production pack got an update, a major update. This pack, former known as farm production pack, but now yard production pack. And yeah, I show you the functions. The buildings has stayed more or less the same. It's more inside the production menu what you can see. So now we have multi-language names for the products. That was not possible when I made this pack, but now it's possible, and therefore yeah, we can see correct names for all this. They have been partly before in English, but now they are also in German. And I increased the productivity of the potato recipes, because before they were not productive enough, at least for some of you. And somehow it was true, because in a way I mixed up the numbers maybe, so the recipes here inside were correct, but the amount of cycles were not big enough. And yeah, so I aligned it with the wheat flour production that we can see here. But you see those numbers are smaller, but only the cycles are the same. And the numbers of the wheat flour production are smaller because the yield of the wheat is much smaller than the yield of the potatoes. When you have 1 hectare of potatoes, you get much more product. And therefore, I made it 4 times as big in the new recipes than the wheat production. So you can expect a huge amount of French fries and premium potatoes popping out of your production. And that is one thing. The other thing, I added sorghum flour and corn flour. That hasn't been there before, because before I only put in a lot of the base game product chains, but not all of them. And now I added some more, like the sorghum flour, and I added the production of fabric and clothes. That hasn't been there also. And I added 3 more custom products that I took from my map 4 field. So the bread rolls, baguette and muffins. And I made them because I think the base game recipe for bread is nonsense. Because when you bake bread and you put in flour in and make bread out of it, you have more bread in the end, because you also put water and it grows the bread, but you never lose half of the flour for having bread. That's absolutely nonsense. And therefore, because I like to not touch the base game recipes, I made my own recipes, bread roll and baguette. And this is a more reasonable recipe. You add water and you get out a realistic amount of bread rolls or baguette. The recipe is the same, but the product looks different, and therefore you can earn much more money with this. Yeah, and then we have the muffin recipe, and this is the small cake, so to say, or the easy cake. And it's not exactly a muffin recipe. You would need at least eggs to make real muffins, but I wanted to have an easy small recipe, not like the cake. That is a real advanced recipe. And so I thought, okay, I just use three input things, and then you get some muffins, but eggless muffins and fatless muffins. And yeah, you can earn around half as much as for the cake, so it's just in between with the difficulty and in between with the earning. And we also have a muffin recipe with honey, because I wanted to have a recipe that uses honey. Okay, that's about it with the update changes. And here I can show you the new products. Those are the bread rolls. And here we have the baguette. And there we have the muffins. Yeah, that's it. The update came out at ModHub for all platforms as it was before. Okay, I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you for watching and all the best. Till next time. Tschüss.